This is a Cobblemon world, but something here isn't quite right. Could it be this guy? No, surely he's okay. What about this guy? Nothing either. And this one? No. Then has to be this one. Is he supposed to be here? Cobblemon is a Pokemon mod that a lot of people have heard about it. In the past few months, it has blown up a lot in popularity. When I decided to give the mod a shot, I discovered that it allows you to insert your custom Pokemon into the mod. And as a playful gift, I made the hamster meme for my girlfriend to play with. That little experiment sparked the idea of making Fakemon data packs to spice up the game. And since I'm an idiot with no creativity at all, I'll be recycling True Green's Shedinja's Mon's idea and bringing them to life into the game. I followed the video order for each mon, and starting with Fiberest, a Thatch Monk with just 1 point in special attack, as part of its base stat total. Technically, he wasn't my first mon added into the game, since I had already made a hamster beforehand, and keep in mind that I'm no expert in 3D modeling, since I started with the hamster as my first 3D model ever, and all of this is a new experience for me. Fiberest is set to spawn during the day at Plains biome, out of the uncommon Pokemon pool. You can find him from the level 5 up to 25, and he won't spawn if it's raining. Second on the list is Sillikrill, with 1 point in defense in its base stat total. This was a very interesting experience for me, since he was the first model that I made that has no legs touching the ground, as he is a krill that I am not sure if he is floating or swimming. I consider it was swimming since I added him to spawn in the water in the game. You can find Sillikrill in rivers, coasts and beats during the night. Third on the list is Aurochre. This one had a simple model, but I stumbled a lot trying to animate, and it looked good in the software that I was doing. But when I got the model into the game, it kinda looked like shit, and its animation was more than terrible. So I had to scrap all that I have made for the animation and start all over again. And I messed up in the model in a way that the game couldn't recognize the model that I built, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what caused this, and it was on the texture for some reason. Coming in fourth is my favorite one by far, Noctatter. Creating its model was a nightmare, since I was still to figure out what the heck I was doing in the software. And even through all the pain that I had creating its model, it was by far the most fun one. I learned a lot creating the model, I learned a lot more animating it, and by my own opinion, it was the best Fakemon that I made for this pack. I loved the model so much that, unlike all the others that were still just files, I instantly put the model in the game, which led me to realize that I had made a lot of mistakes in the model, in the texture, and animating it, which was the first one that wasn't working at all. After correcting all the mistakes and had all the other Fakemons working in the game, I started doing the last one. Sadly, I had learned a lot from my mistakes, and I had used all my knowledge into only this one. Since I put all the other Fakemons in the game, I studied the design of already existing Pokemons that are in the game, and I saw something in the designs that are in the game that I didn't know were possible, and I implemented all of them in this Fakemon, which I should really be redoing all the other ones, but it's a lot of work to do, and I will just keep them like they are right now. And talking about this Fakemon, this is Lithargic, a stone sloth with 1 in his speed stat, and you can find him in underground caves, near tuff or dripstone caves specifically. Here is a natural spawned Lithargic, being recognized by the Pokédex entry. This is how the shiny one ended up looking like. He is more in a shade of green compared to the original one that is in a shade of blue, but I quite like the end result. In a Badlands biome, in underground caves, you can easily find an Aurochre. You can find him outside of caves as well, but it's a rare occurrence. In underground caves you can find him from level 15 up to 45. And his shiny one is in a shade of blue compared to his original one that is quite red. If you see yourself in a plains biome during the day that is not raining, you can find a Fiberest, a thatched monk Pokemon that it's easily found if you search enough. There it is one. Here I got confused by the sound of this little guy that I found right here. A shiny Talon. That's a nice occurrence. Sadly, I'm in a creative mode in a world that is to be deleted, so he is wasteless. Here is the Fiberest, and let's compare it to the shiny form. Here is the shiny version of the Fiberest. I'm not a fan of this shade of color, but I'm just here to put him in the game. To be able to find Sillikrill, you have to search in beats, rivers or coats during the night. So I set the time to a night and I started a search. As you can see, he's not quite the easy one to find. He is in the uncommon pool of Pokemons, and there's another one in the background that I just noticed. Let's compare him to the shy one that's already in my party. His green skin becomes blue, and his yellow gun becomes a little bit green. Just a little shade. And that's a lot of Pokemon in the ocean, I have never seen that before. And last but not least is Noctatter. You can already see that it's very easy to find one, as I just teleported and already found one. Noctatter will spawn near flowers, as a sunflower biome or a flowery forest. His shiny one is purple, where it's blue, and it's in a little bit shade of green. I will put in the description all the files and a instruction as how to use the data pack in the game. And very shortly I will be providing with a tutorial as how to create and put your Pokemon in the game, as the guides in the Cobblemon webpage are not up to date. I'll be putting in the description through Green's original video, and enjoy the data pack.